Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming on over today. Love you guys. I hope you're having a great day. This video is going to be my year in review of my glue books and a few of my journals. I just thought I'd show you all of the stuff that I have finished in this year of 2021. And I have to say I'm a little proud of myself because I didn't expect to get done as much as I did. And when I was looking in November, I was looking at what I had finished or had started or whatever, and I started looking and putting things together of this is done, this is done, this is done, and of course my mini glue book's all done. So yeah, I thought I'd just show you what I accomplished this year. Crazy. I'm kind of jazzed. So I'd be curious to know what you guys have finished and accomplished this year too in your glue booking or your crafting or whatever you're working on. If it's journaling, junk journaling, art journaling. I love looking at all of those videos and seeing what everybody has done. Anyway, so I'm a little discombobulated, not quite sure how to go about doing this, but let me show you the journals first. Let's scooch this over. And I won't go through everything flip through type stuff because I did that already for most of this stuff. So it's just going to be kind of a quick look-see. So for my journals, I didn't make a lot of regular journals this year as far as junk journals are concerned, just because I was focused on glue booking. And as you can see, that's all of this right here. This is all glue booking. And that was what happened this year. But I made this journal out of these 3 out of old book covers. And this was an address book. And this is a painted paint pour that I did one day. Had a lot of fun about that. But this is just painted papers in here and some other just random stuff. So I'm wondering if this might end up being a replacement for this. This is my YouTube Journey Junk Journal, and it's full. So I need to make another one. I don't know which one. I love this book though, so I don't know what I'm going to replace that with. If it's going to be this or this one, which is just a plain journal. These have, let me think here. This fabric journal has 40 pages in it. This one has 32. And this one has 60. This one's 2 signatures. This one's 3 signatures. But yeah, this is just old papers and it's vintagey looking. So there's that one. And then this one also, it's random papers that I had laying around. Did a little bit of coffee dyed and a Franken page or 2 here in there. So yeah, I don't know. And I made a bookmark too to go with this one. But I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with these 3 journals, but I have them and I like them all 3. So this one might be a glue book or an art journal. And like I said, this one very well might be my next YouTube Journey Junk Journal or this one. I'm not sure. Haven't decided. So those 3 journals, not that big a deal. I mean, they were just made out of random pages and old book covers. So that were gutted, the books that were gutted. Before I get into my mini glue books, let's go through and show what other glue books that I did. This is kind of an art journal glue book, and this is 40 pages. It's 2 signatures. And my inspiration on this one, a lot of the stuff in here is from Suzanne Rose Art. So you can look at her stuff and it's really fun. I never did a flip through of this one, but I'll go through really quick and just kind of show you what I did in here. Just really fast and quick. Pretty much an art journal. A lot of different things in here that I have made, collected, just decided, a little Kandinsky, homage to Kandinsky there. Some pockets, a little bit of junk journaling, and some other things in here. Some of my words from my word bin, some doodling, a lot of images from magazines. So so it's just a little bit of everything in this book. And there's that scissors I was looking for. I forgot I had already used them. in this, but this is totally Suzanne Rose art. I mean, that's kind of stuff she does, and some of my own art, and just things I haven't even written on yet, but I could. And just a little bit of everything here and there, this and that, paint on some pages, stamping on some pages. So this one could technically be called an art journal. And this was fun, this little pocket. It's got 1, 2, 3 little pockets, and there's the little pull-outs here. And just little things, little fun doodads in this one. Quotes, more drawing. This is a little flip doodad fun thing. Another pocket with painted papers on it, and there's an image of a person from a stamp I made. So lots of different words and things. So again, just a quick little flip through. Oh, this goes back and forth. And some things I drew, nothing fancy there. Another something that I could write on, but I haven't. A belly band made out of paper and some glue book type stuff. Oops, looks like it's coming off up there. And yeah, just a fun book. Just was like, had it handy, so when I had stuff that was just laying around, I could just stick it in here. This was a fun book to do, I have to say. This is a little accordion slash, oh, let me think, concertina book. They call them concertina or accordion. As you can see, it just goes like that. And this one I did a flip through on, and I couldn't tell you how many pages I have on it. But there's quotes and images, lots of pictures, stamps, collage, pockets, and little journal spots. This is a journal spot right here. So, and I wrote in there. That one I actually did write in. So, but just lots of little things. Some of my own art, painted papers, Somerset Studio, words, pockets, and just fun pictures that I thought went good in these places. Another journal spot that I didn't write anything on. Yep, another one I didn't write anything on. But lots of fun stuff in this one. This was a really cool project too. Again, another thing I had on my desk that I just picked up things that were left or extra stuff. You know, like this, a little picture, random little doodads, lots of things. So anyway, and I know I did a flip through on this one, but this was another really fun, easy book to do, a smallish size that was created just from putting papers together and together and together to create this size, and just cut on the top and the bottom to make it all one uniform size. Liked it. That's a fun thing. Oh, people about this. Meg Journals is where I originally got the idea from. Her video is called No Sew Junk Journal. So you can look that up and see where I got my inspiration from. Although others do this book as well. Concertina Books, Robin Bateman and Pam at the Paper Outpost. If you type in Concertina Books, this will show up. Something to this effect will show up. Also, Accordion Books will show up with Lyric Lover Crafts and Nicole at Relax Cut Glue. So this is just a fun kind of book that you can use to use up scraps. And that's why I called it leftovers, because that's what it was. Just using up a bunch of leftovers. This is my grocery bag journal, and it is 40 pages, and it's tied together with just a scarf, but it has this handle, like the grocery bags have a handle, right? So that's the handle, and it is 40 pages, and it is just pretty much a very rectangular, lengthwise, and horizontal, vertical blinds, horizontal blinds. It's long. It's a long glue book. And this was also a fun one to do. And I had the pages put in here with just a rubber band to start with, so I could pull pages out to work on them if I wanted it a flat surface. But as I got working on it, I realized that I wanted it to be 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And But this turned out really great too, and so much fun. And I was able to even slide in a few pockets and flip outs and a few fun little extra doodads in this thing, even though the size of it is quite narrow. So yeah, flip. So very fun. I love this page. And this has got pockets right here where we're able to put some things, and a pull out right up here, a little pocket up there. So this was fun. This was a fun book to do. Oh yes, I have some in here, in the front of here. So just goes to show you can use just about anything to make a journal, make a junk anything. So I like how that turned out as well. Here's my crazy glue book, 71 pages in this monster. And this was two or three catalogs, 2 or 3 of these really thin feel-good store type publications that I got in the mail. So actually looks like just 2, but two of these ends up being this thick. So that was what this one's made out of, and I did a big flip through of this, and this is fun. I had a lot of fun doing this one. Collaging and pockets, and used up quite a bit of images in this book. Learned a lot about how I need to make sure that the pages are not going to pull apart from me, and to start from the front and the back and work towards the center, because it started to push out. You can see where it's, here, let me give it a different angle. It pushes out in the front because I started going front to front instead of front to back, and then move towards the center. And then also just a lot of fixes and things that I had to figure out doing this book, but it was still a lot of fun to do. I learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about glue booking through this one. And here is my big Mamma Jamma. This is 132 pages. This is my big glue book. If you see any of my videos, this is my big glue book playlist, and I'll get that all set up here soon. But yeah, this is 132 pages. Love this book. I learned a lot about what I liked and what a glue book is about from this book, from working on it. So I was surprised when I realized I was almost done with this, and it was in October. I realized I only had like 15 or 20 more pages left to go in this. It's like, really? So I made a goal to finish this book in 2021, and yep, I put it together in December of 2020, and it consists of three of these Oregon Quarterly magazines. So that's how thick it started, and that's how thick it ended up being. So these 3 books turned into this. Again, major spine fixes, a lot of pages. So had to figure out how to make sure that didn't happen for my next glue book. So that's fine. Oh, and then now to my mini glue books. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did one of these. I actually did 2 in January. So I have 13 of these mini glue books, and these are 36 pages a piece, and they start out looking like something to this effect. So that's just book pages and papers that I made into about a 4.5 by a 5.5 book. So let's see. And I stapled them in the middle, but as I worked on these, I realized that they needed to be better than staples. So I 3-hole pamphlet stitched everything, all of these, as I finished them up. So yeah, they all started out like this, but then they end up looking like this. So let me show you really quick, starting in January. This one I just started to work on, and I wasn't really thinking about making a glue book. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, and they all were, honestly. And every one is a little bit different. Some of them have a theme. Some of them are just whatever I had on hand and whatever I liked. I did a lot of pre-arranged pages with this, with these little books too, which helped the process go through faster. So that's one of the Januaries, and here's the other one, Innovative Style. And all of these have flip throughs on them. So I won't go through all of them, but as you can see, there's words in them, and a lot of, this one had a lot of painted pages in there that I used from, for the base. So that was, you know, something that I wanted to use up too, is my painted pages. And so that's what I did with these. So those two are January, and this is my February, and it's black and white. I really love this. I've got a pocket here with nothing in it, but I could do more of these. This was, I don't know what it is. I think black and white's probably my favorite to work with. I mean, I love that stuff. I love how it looks. I love anyway, I could go on. I could, and I have, if you want to look at my videos. So I'm going to make a playlist of all this stuff. And this March one was butterflies, I believe, if I can get this undone. Yeah. So butterfly style, yeah. So this one has all kinds of butterflies in it, and I counted them, and I don't remember how many I have in here, but I did count them, and it's on the video of the flip through of how many butterflies are actually in this book. But this was fun. I mean, and I had a lot of butterflies, so why not make a whole book all about it, and just enjoy what you can do with the butterfly images. So got some pockets in these too, and this one actually turned out pretty thick. Flips and pockets and stuff. So fun that. April's was my inchies. Again, a really good practice on finding things that could be on a page, and each page has its own theme. So for this one, it's hand, and this one's nature. And again, all flip throughs on these. Stamps, blue, did color themes, numbers, words, food, just black and white, well, surprise. So a lot of fun stuff in this one. I really had fun doing this. So yeah, I would recommend doing a little inchies book or page, you know, if you need an idea for a glue book theme. Miscellaneous, and the name came from one of the subscribers, so thank you. I wish I could remember who you were at this moment. I have it written down, and I say who it is in the flip through of this book, Miscellaneous, because it's pretty much whatever I had on my desk or whatever I felt like working on, or was in I have a couple bins that are just kind of catch-alls. So that's what these were. Here's some stickers that I wasn't ever going to use. So a lot of different things in here. Miscellaneous, as it's now called. So just had fun. I mean, ugly pages too. They are in here. So fun. Just, yeah, a lot of different things in this one. Okay, miscellaneous. So June, flowers. Who doesn't have a ton of flower images or die cuts? You know, you get the Tim Holtz packet and it says, what do you do with all these flowers? You know, you can only do so many journals that are floral. So yeah, I made a lot of different things for this one. I used fabric, book pages, pictures out of seed catalogs and garden catalogs. Here's a felt thing. These are actual flowers. These are Christmas cactus that were my mother's. This, what did I say, an iron-on? Anyway, washi tape in the back of that. More stickers, vellum, words, book pages, printouts, calendar stuff. These are from this is from the back of a calendar. So lots of stuff. Magazines, washi tape, I said that. Napkins. Yep. And die cuts, calendar pages. Just lots of fun stuff. A color theme, fun. Napkins there. Oh, another flower. Isn't that pretty? Just stuck that on there. That was a little tricky to get on there. But yeah, just fun. Lots of good stuff. July, reimagined. Again, more scraps used to create a book. That... And this is just, it's basically just scraps and junk and So just that I put in here. It looks like I'm gonna have, this one has paper, music paper, and print and painted pages. A little bit of, this is from Suzanne Rose Art. It's a free printable, and some art journaling type stuff in here, stamping, pockets as well. Little fun thing, just a fun thing that I like that I put in here. Soap cover from a friend of mine. Yeah, this also is a friend of mine. It's from Heidi, and I put in little love tags, little things, love, joy, and peace. Just, you know, just to pop in there. And it makes the top a little fluffy, and that's always fun. So just whatever, these things come together in really fun ways. Try really to enjoy the process of how you're working and what, and for me, when I say artrinsic value, stuff like this gives me artrinsic value. This little person here and these polka dotted painted papers, that gives me artrinsic value. And then I took some words and I made a little poem there. What is going to give you that joy of what you're discovering during your creating process? So, and hopefully it's simple at times. You have to keep it simple sometimes. Got to give your soul time to rest, your art time to rest, so that you don't get overwhelmed. So yeah, had a lot of fun with this one too. Pockets and posts and papers. And anyway, so that's July. August was a vintage. And yeah, this is a really thick one. I think I did a lot. Look at how, it's a thick one. Kind of bulges a little, but lots of different stuff. Pocket in the front, that's probably why it's bulging. Fabrics and pockets and, a paper clip. Multi-layered pages. So that's probably why it's bulging a little bit, because I've got lots of stuff going on in here. This is like a mini vintage junk journal. Tag. Oh, this is a little bag, and inside the bag is a little tag. Get back in there. So yeah, all of these have flip throughs and feathers, an extra feather in there. Fun. That's August. September was my use it up. This was fun too. And I'm going to keep saying that because it's all true. This is stuff that was on my desks that just needed a home, and little images from my collage binder that just needed some place to go. So that's what I did a lot of that in here with matched up some colors on some of them, like got a little bit of green going on there, pink and blue there. So that was one way I did this book. Red, you know, okay, use it up. That was good. That is September. Here's October, and I went with an autumn, and it was kind of a, I've already done autumn journals before, autumn glue books, but I wanted to make a small one, and it's just it was such a beautiful autumn this year where I live, and I just wanted to do it fine, because I enjoyed our autumn this year. So, and all these pictures and some other fun things in here from magazines or glue books. There's some football thing, tag, joy. Yeah, I liked doing this one. This one's warm colors. I love the colors of fall, almost as much as I love black and white. Did a little sewing there and some other things. Pie. Got my apple pie. Did big tag that used up a bunch of my leaf stickers. So needed to do that, have a ton. Some ribbon and what are those things? Brads. Apples. Pocket. So even though these books are fairly small, there's so many things that you can do with them, and it just hones in your craft a little more. Gives you, helps you see what you like, see what you don't like. That's something that these do. November was called Pick a Page, and I created a whole bunch of strips of ideas, put them in a little container, picked out a little idea, and then that's what I did on a page. So this one was interesting in the fact that I have like a table of contents. So each page has its own theme. And you can see here, napkins, feathers, lists, fall, just things. And that's a table of contents for this one. So every page is numbered as well as themed. But I didn't label each page as the theme. I just put the table of contents in the front. So this was a lot of different ideas. Some I liked, some I didn't. Some made this bulky. So yeah, a lot of fun. Stickers, tea, purple, garden, red. So a lot of fun. And black and white, surprise. And my December is called Ransom Notes. And I took my words and I tried to make little phrases and threw some images in with this. So this was also an experience that taught me some things, learning more about fussy cutting, trying to not hate it. Did some of my own art in here too. This is the only pocket in this one. It's not as fat, but just had fun going through and finding words that went together to make some sort of a statement or a phrase. And then looking through things and finding images or something that'll go along with the words instead of finding words to go with an image. This was finding an image to go with your words. And the big glue books is usually the image first and then the words. This was words first and then find an image. So that was kind of fun. It's a different way of looking at it. So those are my mini glue books, and 13 of them. Look at this loveliness. I love it. It just makes me happy. And then all my other glue books and journals and just so much fun this year. Look at all this stuff. I love it. I had a great year with my crafting. I hope you did too. In the videos that I showed, I hope they gave you ideas and inspiration, and you found your artrinsic value in something that I was able to share with you and give you my knowledge, whatever that is. All right, you guys, that's my year in review. I've done a few other things here and there, but as far as my glue booking and my junk journals are concerned, this is what I've done, and had a great year. I really enjoyed it, and thanks for sharing it with me. You guys are the best. The comments and the subscribers that have come through. In 1 month alone in October, I gained 60 subscribers, and my numbers have gone up from let's see. In January, I had 52 subscribers. At the filming of this video, I'm at 833. That just blows me away, you guys. And there was a time when I was thanking everybody, but as you can see, March got crazy. Oh, I have 61 in March here. So I got to the point where I couldn't thank everybody all the time because it was just, there were so many that came through. And it just really crazy fun year for me on my YouTube channel, and you're partly to blame for that in a good way. So thanks again, you guys. I love you. Thanks for sharing your time with me and being wonderful. And most of all, God bless you in the coming year, and may his face shine upon you and you feel the grace and his love. And I thank him for you guys all the time. All right, that's it. I'm going to stop. And yeah, you guys go ahead and do some crafting today. Do something. Make a journal. Make a accordion book. Do whatever. Okay, that's it. Take care And God bless you. Bye-bye.